Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for your lovely feedback on the timeline readings. There are more, they're coming in, but I haven't quite got them yet. So when they come in, I'll bring them through. Right, today I'm kind of going in blind. There's something that wants to come through. I'm not quite sure what it is. And so to challenge myself, I've gone to a deck I hardly ever use, which is this one. And I've only pulled 2 cards out, so it's going to be a slower reading. And when I was tuning into this card, I just got lots of voices coming through. And a kind of a gentle, strong message that the Pleiadian energy system is coming in for the collective at all levels. No matter who, at all levels. They're coming in like Reiki. You'll get just the charge that you need, that you can understand. And they're coming in with some lovely playful energy. It feels very bubbly. Yeah, they want to play. The energy's there to play with. And the underlying card is self-mastery, coming in on that very sensitive 2. The swing of the pendulum. When am I connected? When am I not? When am I in alignment? When am I not? These are all the, yeah. I mean, it's worth showing you the back of the card. Look how stunning they are. But I did mean to show you this. Yeah. Okay. I can't quite get that message. Okay. Okay. Something to do with the back of the card, and I'm not being given the message. Instead, I'm guided to invite you to comment. Chrissy, this is what I got. No right, wrong answer. Perception is particular to you, is, you know, it's really unique. Okay, so, and it feels like the beginning of a phase of self-mastery as we move into bigger consciousness, more galactic help, lots of love coming in. This feels like very friendly energy. I'm just seeing if there's anything I need to read you from the book, but I think it's all come through. The keynotes are preparation and rebalance. So we're in the beginning of something, and it might be the beginning of the mastery of balance. Oh, right. Is that why I had that conversation? Okay, so I was having a conversation with Spirit this morning about, what was the word I used? Diametrically opposed, about the diametric opposition between ego mind and somatic response. And so as we break away from all of this old programming, it's going to be natural to go back to an old answer and believe that that is true. And so maybe one little tool in your new self-mastery kit might be to go to the body. Okay, is that really true? Because the body might go, no, on all levels, absolutely not. I don't want to be there. I don't want to go there. I don't want to engage or give energy to that. But the mind might say, but you've always done it that way, so come on, it'll be all right. So there's this diametric opposition. That's the swing, isn't it? That's the swing of that too. Is I know what my mind says. What does my body say? Did I go to my heart? Did I check with my heart? Okay. So it's coming back home. All of these little steps build momentum to fully come back to self and be able to read this supercomputer and digest it and in what's the word? Instigate. Instigate? It's not instigate. Wow, words. Yeah, give up. I give up. Okay, so they're the two leading cards. Where do I go next? Let's build this picture and then we'll bring it down. And in time, I'm going to bring you a new deck. Okay, this deck is difficult and designed to put you through your paces. So it's putting me through my paces. I'm studying and I'm learning. And when I understand the vibration and the frequency of there's a lot of energy in this deck, but it's amazing. It's amazing. I had an activation with this deck this week that took my internet out. Not even joking. No outages reported, no solar flares, took the internet out, broke Zoom. So they're great, they're amazing cards, all channeled. And when I am less of an idiot novice, I will bring them to you. Yeah, lovely. That's lovely. Okay. This is the energy that's coming through with this Pleiadian message. The dance of doing nothingness. That's what I get. It's the dance of doing nothingness. Yeah, don't we? We give everything such purpose. Oh, I have to move my body to balance my chi. You've done it. I've said it. Can we just dance? Because nothing. Can we just dance? The purposelessness of joy. Dancing with light. Beautiful colours. They're showing me the field. How wave and particle coalesce, the coalescent field. And they're showing, it's like the movement of Tai Chi. And they're kind of saying, if you could see what happens to the field every time you move and every time a word leaves your mouth, you would be astounded. It would change you. Oh. Oh, interesting. Okay. There's a field coming together. Okay. I'm going to get distracted, and that's okay. I've not seen this card before, and it's really pulling me in. This is linking to the back of the card. It's linking to something behind. And it's an energy that is strong and protective. It's like a gatekeeper energy. And the left-hand side of my body's doing something corresponding. And it's to do with the turning of the wheel. So these are the ramping energies I've been talking about for about a year now. And it's going to ramp, and kind of not in a way that is so much mind overwhelming, but that throws the mind into that void space, into that paradox. Is it this? Is it that? What is it? And what that's going to do is it's going to trigger the mind to just let go. Just sit or dance. Okay, so yeah. So we have self-mastery and self-discovery. Self is the key. And what I'm sensing, well, what I absolutely know is these. Look at the. Okay. Right. This is the overwhelm, but it doesn't feel overwhelming. What it's doing is it's slow down, Chrissy. Slow down, Chrissy. There's a lot coming in. So look at all of this self. We have self-mastery. This is the underlying story. Self-mastery, self-discovery, self-love. There's going to be some major soul retrieval going on, major coming home of aspects of self, rebonding, reintegrating. And that's going to allow us to reach into a new filing cabinet. There's kind of this, oh, that's where I put those files. Oh, that's why I'm here. It's that. And it's going to feel so natural. Okay, let's go back to these cards. Thank you for those. That's just, yeah. Oh, come on. Divine Solar Child Reborn, Star Child. So, yeah. Right. The last two cards that I drew were so let's say training, soul gifts and training. Go to the filing cabinet. Follow the call. Pleiades are standing right at the doorway. Protected by Ophiuchus. Soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. Beautiful, beautiful. And if it's easier, maybe ask yourself the question, is anything holding me back from what I sense is going to change? And then just work with that little piece. And this is interesting. This is to do with the filing cabinet. Kept secret, hidden in the dark. All you need to know, just look, listen, research, behave, be, have, be, have. So what I get from this is literally about channeling your highest self. Becoming sovereign in the mundane. I know I make it sound very easy. But again, that ego mind is going to want to pull you back in to where you're, I can't even say that, can I? To where you're normal, met on some kind of level, heard on some kind of level, but it's all quite shallow. It's going to pull you under the surface of the pond. Yeah. And your mind might be diametrically opposed to your divinity being expressed in the world. So a question might be, how different will I sound when I express that voice that I might have hidden for a long time? Okay, so what I'm being shown now is Pluto squaring the nodes, and I don't know if Pluto is still squaring the nodes, but that doesn't matter. And as we approach that June-July mark, when the nodal axis changes, the energy is going to intensify. And so if we're looking at moving forward, we're looking to Taurus and the material world. We're also looking to the body and what the body says. And again, we're in this diametric opposition. Am I listening to the old? Am I still trying to fit in with the, am I trying to fit in? That's the question. Because Scorpio South Node is it's occult, it's the esoteric, it is the dark and the magical. And it's also the house of entanglements and shared resources. Okay, so I just want to notice there's something different about this because I'm working with only galactic decks and yet the messages are coming down to an understandable level. Thank you. Double mission. Let's see what else comes out. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I get an end right. I just need to plug in because my battery is disappearing. This is happening a lot. From fully charged to half in, I don't know, 20 minutes. What I get with this is a beginning and an ending. It's talking about completion of contracts and remember who you are is speaking to double mission. Some of you might literally have an awakening in April that results in you going, oh, that's why I'm here. Did I just say that? That's why I'm here. Okay, so star is the chakra between the head and the stellar gateway. Between the crown, and the stellar gateway. So, collective crown activation. That's like new improved broadband for better connection to our star being families. And it's going to take some practice. It might be why it's coming in quite fast. The underlying story. Wow. I think I said for April, the first message I got for April was out of the blue. Anything can happen. And the lifting of the veil can literally be the veil between you and your reflection. the veil between your soul's expression and your chatty mind's expression, the veil between how you see yourself and how others see you. Anything aligned must go, right? Yeah, that makes perfect sense, because this is an alignment on so many levels, you know. It's holistic, it feels like a holistic upgrade. Okay. Yeah, and here's, let's look at the underlying story. So we're moving from karma, repeating the past, to dharma, forging. Okay. So make sure it's your voice, your sound, your movement, your truth. And if it's out of alignment with what is around you, go with that. Go with that. I was having a chat with somebody the other day, and I realized that had I not danced so intimately with insanity and moved towards psychosis, I would still be Chrissy Sawyer counselor. So I guide you in a really loving, strong way, with lots of mastery energy coming in here, in a really strong, loving way to nudge yourself towards psychosis. Psychosis is the illusion. It's what keeps us in the box. You're doing something strange, go. Here's your label and here are your meds. Insanity, well, what's the definition of sanity? Is that same old, same old? Okay. Insanity is that guy I saw walking down the street. I've been talking about this guy for about 2 years. And he was walking down the street, and I think he was a homeless chap, and he had a stained sleeping bag, unzipped and safety pinned around his neck. And he was a tall guy, and he strode, you know, he didn't tiptoe, he strode. And his sleeping bag, his stained sleeping bag, billowed out behind him, and he walked past me, and every ounce of my being pointed towards him. Suddenly I was wide awake, fully connected, and he's chanting some strange words. I don't know where he was or what he was on, but chanting. And I was out with a friend, and I turned to my friend and said, we need that kind of insanity in the world, because I am fully awake now, switched on, alive, all of my energy. It was wonderful, absolutely wonderful, because Godoin. You may feel a weird sense of emptiness. And the mind might want to fill it with things, noise. I guide you strongly to get familiar with this, because, and it will take hundreds of years, this as the creative principle is as good as it gets. That's how we change the world. So lifting the veil, the void, I remember. April's going to be funky, funky, funky. Fantastic. Yeah. Yep. Look at all of this. I think there's a Sun, Chiron. Gosh. Okay. Sun Chiron. Conjunction, opposition, I don't know, but it feels very beautiful. So the turning of the wheel. Look at what the light is doing to these cards. I'm not even going to stop it. Activating the light body for improved transmission. Profound healing energies. And yep, you can't make it up. So what I'm hearing is, yes, but what do we do with all of that, Chrissy? That, you sit with it and you get ready to receive, and that's it. And you know what? I'm tempted. Do I pull a couple of... I'm torn. Let's see what comes out. I'm not getting a yes or no. Okay. Do you have any messages to add to this? Amazing. I think for what this is telling me is it's revelation, activation, turning the wheel. Revelation, activation, turning the wheel. April is going to be dynamic, but I can only tell you how I'm experiencing it. It might be vile for some of you. Hearts feel different. They feel shy. Yeah, regeneration. Yeah, I think the cards are saying we don't need to be here. I think this is pretty... I can't even remember what I just said. Yeah, it's me dancing in the void. All right, let's wrap this up, guys. Have an abundance card, please. So this is my experience. This energy that's coming in is changing. It's changing the field around it. And suddenly these cards get really serious. That's interesting. They're normally really cheeky, but that's not a cheeky message. Interesting. Keep walking. Okay, rectification. I've lost a card. Okay. Right. What I get from these two cards is to do with rectification. The card I was looking for was the regeneration card that's just showed itself. It's like rectification of everything that's been withheld in the absence of entitlement and expectation. This is the what if it all lands at once energy. And notice where your mind goes, because I'm not promising you gifts under the Christmas tree, but there is definite retribution. Is there? I can't remember the word I said. It goes as soon as I said it. Oh, look at these. Yeah, trust it. Yeah, that's a beautiful moment. Okay, so when change happens, sometimes, a lot of the time, the mind fights with it. I'll give you a tiny example. I said to a friend the other day, I think I'm going to have to break up with my couch because life is pulling me out of my cave. I have no choice at the moment. I must respond. And life is coming to get me. My mind that has been resting for so long kind of wants to stay at the back of the cave with what's left in the honey pot and the duvet and the warm, dry leaves. But I have to go out. I have to go out. So surrendering to that, just to be different, just to break the mind out of its old programming and to feel into a new level of energy, a new whatever, more dynamic energy, or if you're a dynamic person, a more peaceful energy, something that triggers the mind to move, because the mind only needs to move 1 degree to see something different. And if we keep pointing the mind until it naturally goes there, the neuroconnectors take us there. That's how we create change, is we break out. We disobey ourselves, I guess. We disobey programming. So, yeah. How many times has this card come out recently? Limitlessness, the limitlessness, the purposelessness. No one told me I could. You're waiting for permission? Stop waiting for permission. Play. No permission is needed. Go and play. Okay, that is it. I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for being here and commenting. I love your comments. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will be back with you soon. Have a fabulous weekend. Take care.